Cats often carry themselves with a quiet confidence that makes them seem completely independent. They walk through the house like tiny rulers of their own world, calm, composed, and rarely desperate for attention the way dogs might be. Because of this, many people assume cats don't need much emotional care, but that impression is misleading. Behind that calm exterior is a deeply sensitive animal that constantly observes, remembers, and reacts to the way we treat them. Every tone of voice, every gesture, every daily habit slowly shapes how safe and loved your cat feels. What makes this even more surprising is that some of the things that can emotionally affect a cat are incredibly small actions, things most owners do without thinking. A missed greeting, a loud noise, or ignoring a signal your cat is sending may not seem important in the moment, but over time, these tiny experiences can shape your cat's emotional world. Today, we're going to explore 9 everyday habits that can quietly hurt your cat's feelings, even when your intentions are good. Understanding these behaviors can help you create a home where your feline companion feels calmer, safer, and more connected to you. Let's start with something many people overlook completely. The first habit is walking past your cat without acknowledging them when you come home. Imagine arriving after a long day, and the person you love most simply ignores you as they walk into the room. You might shrug it off once or twice, but if it happened every day, eventually you would feel invisible. Cats experience something similar. Although they have a reputation for being aloof, research has shown that cats form strong emotional attachments with their human caregivers. Studies observing cat behavior have found that many cats treat their owners as a secure base, the same kind of emotional anchor that young children rely on when exploring the world. That means those first moments after you walk through the door matter more than you might think. When your cat approaches you or waits nearby, and you simply step over them without a glance, the message they receive is subtle but powerful. You're not important right now. Over time, repeated moments like this can make some cats withdraw or stop greeting their owners altogether. But the good news is that fixing this takes almost no effort. A quick greeting, saying their name, bending down to give a gentle scratch, or even just speaking softly to them for a moment can make a huge difference. Those few seconds reassure your cat that they are part of your life, not just another object in the house. The second habit that can affect a cat emotionally is ignoring their natural hunting instincts. Even the most relaxed indoor cat carries the instincts of a predator. Their ancestors survived by stalking, chasing, and capturing prey, and those instincts still live inside them today. When a cat gets the chance to chase something moving quickly across the floor or pounce on a toy that suddenly darts away, their brain lights up with excitement. It's not just play, it's fulfilling a deep biological drive. Many owners try to satisfy this instinct with laser pointers, and while these can be entertaining, they can also create frustration if used incorrectly. The red dot moves quickly, the cat chases it with full intensity, but no matter how hard they try, they can never actually catch it. For a predator, that missing conclusion, the moment of capture, can leave them feeling unsatisfied. It's like starting a story but never hearing the ending. If you enjoy using a laser pointer with your cat, there's a simple trick that improves the experience dramatically. Toward the end of the play session, guide the laser onto a physical object like a plush toy or a treat. Allow your cat to leap onto something they can actually grab, bite, and hold. This small change gives them the satisfaction of completing the hunt. When a cat experiences the full cycle, chase, pounce, catch, and defeat their prey, they feel calmer and more content afterward. And because you were part of that experience, it strengthens the bond between you. Another common mistake involves petting your cat without paying attention to their preferred areas. Every cat has what you might call a personal map of safe and sensitive zones. Some places on their body feel pleasant when touched, while others feel uncomfortable or even threatening. Unfortunately, many people assume all cats enjoy the same type of petting, which isn't true. Most cats enjoy gentle touches around the cheeks, under the chin, along the sides of the face, and behind the ears. These areas contain scent glands that cats use to mark objects and people they trust. When you rub these spots, it often feels reassuring and familiar to them. However, other areas, like the belly, paws, base of the tail, or lower back, can be much more sensitive. When someone touches these zones unexpectedly, the cat may react by flicking their tail, pulling away, or even swatting. That reaction doesn't mean your cat suddenly dislikes you. It simply means a boundary was crossed. Just like humans have personal preferences for touch, cats do too. Interestingly, these preferences can also change as cats age. A playful kitten might tolerate belly rubs, but an adult cat may prefer gentler contact around the head and shoulders. Paying attention to these signals helps you build trust. When your cat realizes you respect their comfort, every petting session becomes a positive experience instead of something they need to tolerate. Another important habit to consider is respecting the spaces where your cat chooses to rest. Cats are territorial animals, and their environment plays a major role in their emotional well-being. Every cat selects certain locations that feel safe and secure, places where they can watch their surroundings or sleep without disturbance. This might be a box on the floor, the top of a bookshelf, a window perch, or a quiet spot under the bed. When we disturb cats in these locations, by picking them up, moving them, or repeatedly approaching them, we can accidentally break that sense of security. For a cat, a safe space functions almost like an emotional reset button. It's where they go to decompress when they feel overwhelmed or tired. If that space is constantly interrupted, they may begin searching for more hidden locations where they feel protected. The best approach is simple. When your cat retreats to one of these spots, allow them to rest undisturbed. If they want interaction, they will eventually come back to you. By respecting their territory, you send a powerful message that their comfort matters. Over time, this respect makes them feel more confident sharing the same space with you. And surprisingly, some of the biggest emotional damage to a cat's trust can happen during moments when owners think they are simply correcting bad behavior. That's where the next part of this discussion begins. Another habit that can quietly damage your relationship with your cat is punishing them when they do something wrong. Many people react instinctively when a cat scratches furniture, jumps onto the kitchen counter, or knocks something off a table. The natural response might be to shout, clap loudly, spray water, or scold them. From a human point of view, this feels like discipline. But cats don't process punishment the same way people or even dogs do.
Cats live much more in the present moment. They don't connect your anger with something they did several seconds earlier, let alone minutes earlier. What they actually learn from that moment is something very different. The person they depend on suddenly became unpredictable and frightening. Instead of understanding the behavior you want them to stop, they simply associate you with stress or fear. Repeated punishment can slowly weaken the bond between you and your cat. Some cats become anxious and start hiding more often. Others may become defensive, swatting or biting because they feel threatened. A far better approach is redirection and positive reinforcement. If your cat scratches the couch, provide a scratching post nearby and encourage them to use it. If they jump on the counter, remove food smells and give them an elevated perch elsewhere where they are allowed to climb. When they choose the correct behavior, reward them with praise, gentle petting, or a small treat. Cats learn much faster through positive experiences than through fear. Another factor that can strongly affect your cat's emotional well-being is exposure to loud noises or shouting. A cat's hearing is incredibly sensitive. They can detect frequencies far beyond what human ears can perceive, which means sounds that seem normal to us may feel extremely intense to them. Loud television, slamming doors, shouting across the house, or sudden bursts of music can startle a cat much more than we realize. When a cat lives in a noisy environment, their body may remain in a subtle state of alertness. Over time, this can lead to stress-related behaviors. Some cats begin hiding more often, avoiding certain rooms, or becoming jumpy when someone approaches them. Others may overgroom themselves or lose their appetite because they constantly feel on edge. Creating a calm environment doesn't mean your home must be silent, but it helps to give your cat at least one quiet area where they can retreat when things become overwhelming. Speaking calmly rather than yelling also helps your cat feel that their environment is stable and predictable. Another overlooked issue is failing to respond when your cat tries to communicate. Many people assume cats are quiet animals that rarely express their needs, But the truth is quite the opposite. Cats communicate constantly, just not always in ways humans immediately recognize. A soft meow, a chirping sound, rubbing against your legs, bringing you a toy, or slowly blinking while looking at you are all forms of communication. Interestingly, adult cats rarely meow at each other in the wild. Meowing is largely a behavior they develop to communicate specifically with humans. When your cat meows at you, they are trying to get your attention for a reason. It might mean they're hungry, they want playtime, they missed you, or they simply want interaction. Ignoring these signals repeatedly can make a cat feel dismissed. Over time, they may stop trying to communicate altogether, which can weaken your bond. Responding doesn't require a long conversation. Even small acknowledgments help. Looking at them, speaking their name, or gently answering their meow with a calm voice. These tiny interactions reinforce the idea that their attempts to connect with you matter. Another habit that can unintentionally cause emotional stress is forcing your cat to socialize when they aren't ready. Cats prefer to approach new situations at their own pace. When unfamiliar guests enter the home or when new animals are introduced, cats rely heavily on scent and observation to determine whether the situation is safe. Forcing them into someone's arms or carrying them toward visitors can feel overwhelming. When cats are pushed into interactions they aren't comfortable with, they may experience fear that lasts long after the moment passes. This can lead to long-term shyness or avoidance around strangers. A better approach is to let your cat control the pace of social interactions. If guests come over, allow your cat to observe from a distance. Eventually, curiosity often brings them closer on their own terms. When they approach voluntarily, the interaction becomes positive instead of stressful. Finally, there's one factor that affects cats every single day, but many owners rarely consider: strong artificial smells. A cat's sense of smell is far more powerful than ours. Their noses guide how they understand territory, safety, and familiarity. Because of this, powerful scents in the home can be overwhelming. Strong perfumes, scented candles, air fresheners, heavily fragranced litter, and harsh cleaning products can all disrupt a cat's sensory environment. These artificial odors can even interfere with the natural pheromones cats use to mark their territory and feel secure. In some cases, strongly scented litter boxes cause cats to avoid using them altogether because the smell feels unnatural or irritating. Choosing unscented products whenever possible can make your home far more comfortable for your cat. A neutral smelling environment allows them to rely on their natural scent markers, which helps them feel relaxed and emotionally stable. When you look at all these habits together, a pattern begins to appear. Cats don't need constant attention or dramatic gestures to feel loved. What they truly need is respect, patience, and awareness of their natural instincts. A calm voice instead of shouting, guidance instead of punishment, space when they retreat, a response when they communicate, and an environment that feels safe to their senses. The smallest changes in how we behave can dramatically improve how our cats experience life in our homes. And when cats feel safe, understood, and respected, something wonderful happens. They begin to show their affection more openly. They greet you at the door, sleep nearby, follow you from room to room, and slowly blink with complete trust. In their quiet, subtle way, those moments are your cat's way of saying something simple. They feel safe with you.